Thank you for tuning in for another goddamn episode of Castbox. By God, I appreciate it. And today, we got a confounding one for you. This one's a son of a bitch. We got a mountain called dead, a missing tongue, a shit ton of snow, and words that are difficult to pronounce. That's right. We're talking about the Dyatlov Pass Incident. This one's going to be good. It's going to have zero closure. Yeah, it's a fucking mystery. So buckle up for this bullshit. Let's get into it. I'm John. And I am Kat, who's currently playing Red Dead Redemption. And the tears are starting to flow now. And this is Aghast.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Try not to move around too much.
I'm trying not to move. Jesus.
How are you today, Jonathan?
I'm fine. How are you, folks? How are you guys doing? I can't hear you.
Can you speak up?
Speak up? You just want to hear about some murders and some rape and some mayhem and some ghosts and some ghastly?
Well, you didn't come to the right place.
No, we don't have that today. We got a heartwarming story today. A heartwarming story.
Yes.
It's going to be fantastic. What are we talking about?
We are talking about a story today that you will find out when I start. Why don't you give us your brief disclaimer?
Okay, so cue the fucking music. Hey, folks. We here at Castbox have a lighter touch to true crime. The lightest touch you could possibly imagine. We are like that moment when you go to the washroom after your husband, wife, significant other, dog goes to the washroom and you're like, oh God, they were in there for 45 minutes. It's not going to be good. And you step in and it's like a fog. It's like you entered the mist of just fart stink. And you're like, oh, God in heaven, please olfactory let me become nose blind real quick. You start breathing through your mouth. And you lift the lid because you're not a monster who doesn't put the lid down. And you lift the lid. And there you find around the seat bits of turd crumb sprinkled throughout, like little turd sprinkles from someone who clearly wiped a little bit too vigorously. We are those turd crumbs, the turd crumbs of true crime sitting on the toilet of podcasts. And the reason why you have to have this air of levity is because true crime sucks. It always has and always will. Don't fool yourself. And we need to go to work. So if you are not in favor of belittling, insulting, and making fun of murderers, rapists, their shithole families that created them, and all the other bastards that made it easier for them to do what they did, if you don't like that, you're a clown and a fool and a fan of Rachel Zegler, and you're going to go see Snow White soon, and etc., and you fucking suck. For the rest of you, you're proud and you're intelligent and you're patriotic, you're cultured, and we welcome you to our podcast, and we hope you get whatever the fuck you're looking for out of this. And best of luck. Drink up. Drive home safe. Bless your hearts.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thanks
for not laughing and fucking staring at your phone the entire time. I thought we were a combo. I have to listen to you talk for pages and pages about death and dismay.
I was listening. You don't like when I laugh and interrupt.
Oh.
I need a little disclaimer myself that I will be butchering these names.
Well, so they're Russian names, aren't they?
So maybe you can hop in to assist.
I will help you. I will help you read our language. It is not easy reading words from Georgia, from Kilanovarsk.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready. You go.
We are talking.
Get on with the goddamn show.
We are talking about the Dyatlov Pass Incident.
The Dyatlov.
In late January of 1959, a group of 10 adventurers set out on what they believed would be the journey of a lifetime. They were young, passionate, and full of life, students and recent graduates from the Ural Polytechnic Institute in Sverdlovsk, modern-day Yekaterinburg.
Sverdlovsk. It's you say it the way it's spelled.
Thank you.
Yekaterinburg.
Their goal to reach the summit.
These names.
Their goal to reach the summit of Mount Otorten in the northern Ural Mountains, a trek that was challenging yet achievable for this seasoned team.
Yeah, well seasoned. They got some paprika and dill on them.
At the helm of the group was Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student known for his leadership skills and meticulous planning. Among the others were Zina Kolmogorova, an energetic and determined woman, Lyudmila Dubinia, known for her strong spirit, and Rustam Slobodin, a quiet, thoughtful athlete.
Yeah,
Together, they formed a tight-knit group of adventurers who had tackled numerous challenges before. On January 25th, 1959, the group departed by train from Sverdlovsk, brimming with enthusiasm. Their journey took them through the small town of Ivdel and onward to a remote settlement of Vizhay, their last stop before venturing deep into the woods. They carried skis, heavy packs, and the experience of countless expeditions. Their journey began smoothly, documented in diaries and photographs. The entries painted a picture of camaraderie, laughter, and awe at the beauty of the frozen landscape. But fate would intervene, changing their story from one of triumph to tragedy.
I feel like this is going to be bad.
On January 28th, Yuri Yudin, the 10th member of the team, fell ill and made the difficult decision to turn back. It was a twist of fate that saved his life. Yudin would later reflect on the bittersweet reality of being the sole survivor. His last memories of the group filled with smiles and waves as they urged him to recover. The remaining 9 pressed onward into the unforgiving wilderness. By February 1st, they had reached the slopes of Kholat Skyle, a name the local Mansi people had given the mountain, meaning Dead Mountain.
Oh, that's where you want to go.
It's foreboding. As evening fell, they pitched their tent on an exposed slope, despite a wooded area being only a short distance away, a decision that would later fuel endless speculation. The group settled in for what no one knew would be their final night. When the group failed to return by February 12th, their families initially dismissed the delay as part of the rigors of the trek. But as days stretched into weeks, worries set in. On February 20th, a search party was dispatched comprising of local volunteers, fellow students, and eventually Soviet authorities. What they found on February 26th would spark questions that persist to this day. The hiker's tent was discovered first. It was oddly positioned, exposed on the open slope. But that wasn't the most puzzling detail. The tent was slashed open, not from the inside, not from the outside, but from within, as if the occupants had frantically cut their way out. Their belongings, boots, warm clothing, and equipment were left behind, undisturbed. It was as if they had fled in terror.
Oh, jeez.
From the tent, tracks led downhill, some barefoot, others in socks or single shoes, despite the freezing temperatures of minus 30 degrees Celsius, or minus 22 Fahrenheit.
Oh, jeez. At that temperature, it doesn't matter if it's
you have
Celsius
like maybe
or
20
Fahrenheit.
minutes, before hypothermia and frostbite.
Yeah.
The footprints disappeared into the dense woods where the first bodies were found beneath a cedar tree. Yuri Doroshenko and Grigory Krivonishenko. Would you say that's how you say it?
Krivonishenko.
Were dressed in little more than their underclothes. Their hands were raw and bloody with the bark of the tree scraped away, as if they had tried desperately to climb it.
Oh, jeez. This is getting strange. Like something chased them out of the tent.
Or like the way they cut themselves out of the tent, I'm almost wondering if like something was looming in front of where the tent would open.
Yeah.
And 3 more bodies were discovered between the tent and the tree. Igor Dyatlov, Zina Kolmogorova, and Rustam Slobodin. Their poses suggested they were trying to crawl back to the tent. Rustam's skull bore a crack, while Zina's injuries hinted at blunt trauma, but the cause of death for all 5 was ruled as hypothermia.
Oh, Jesus.
In May, the remaining 4 hikers were found in a ravine, buried under several meters of snow. Unlike the others, their injuries were far more severe. Ludmila Dubinina and Simon Zolotaryov had broken ribs, while Nikolai Brignol had a fractured skull. These injuries were so forceful that experts compared them to the trauma of a car crash, yet their bodies showed no external wounds.
Oh, wow.
Most chilling of all was the state of Ludmila's body. Her tongue was missing, along with parts of her facial tissue. Some suggested animal scavenging, but others pointed to more sinister possibilities. The Soviet investigation concluded vaguely, attributing the deaths to an unknown compelling force. But for many, the explanation only deepened the mystery. Over decades, theories have ranged from natural disasters to the paranormal. Could an avalanche have swept the group from their tent, or was military weapons test to blame? Reports of strange lights in the sky that night hinted at secret experiments, or perhaps something extraterrestrial.
Oh boy, aliens. Aliens got the Russians.
Others have suggested infrasound, generated by powerful winds, could have induced panic, causing the hikers to flee their shelter in a state of delirium. And then there are the cultural legends of the Mansi people, who spoke of curses and spiritual forces inhabiting the mountain. But none of these theories fully account for every detail.
Oh, kind of like a Yeti or a Wendigo or something like that.
What I find really strange is initially why would they put the tent where they put it?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
When they could clearly see
A
there's
wooded,
woods there.
flat ground.
Yeah.
But they're going to put it on a slope
Yeah.
on the edge of outside of a mountain.
Yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
I feel like it's almost like that Japanese forest that like people go there to commit suicide.
Oh.
And I almost wonder if like this area that's been named Dead Mountain, it like overcomes a person's senses in a way where they wouldn't do something that they would do something that they normally wouldn't do.
Yeah. Like you don't name a mountain Dead Mountain for no fucking reason.
Yeah. And like these cultures, their legends don't come from nowhere either.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Despite modern forensic analysis and computer modeling, no definitive answers have emerged. In 2020, Russian authorities reopened the case, attributing the deaths to an avalanche. While this explanation addressed some questions, it left others unresolved, like the unusual injuries and the absence of significant snow damage at the site. For every answer, new questions arise.
Why in 2020? It's COVID. Mm-hmm. The world is going bananas.
It's just like...
And they're like, okay, let's solve this thing from 60 years ago.
Mm-hmm. More than 60 years later, the Dyatlov Pass Incident remains an enigma, a story frozen in time, etched into the icy slopes of the Ural Mountains. It's a haunting reminder of nature's power, the fragility of human life, and the mysteries that lie just beyond our understanding.
Oh, geez, you ended that all mysterious-like. Do you have any pictures?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
so black and white so far.
This is the crew.
All right. Look like good friends. We are good friends. We're from university.
Like, they look like they're just so excited.
We're going to Dead Mountain. It will be fun.
Oh, look
Jesus.
how black they are. That's frostbite.
Oh, Jesus. Are these real?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Jesus Christ.
As time goes on, you know, these kind of pictures get released. I find it interesting, too, that, was it Xena that was found with, like, a crushed skull, but nothing on the outside showing that? No external injuries?
Yeah.
I find that bizarre. Like, how do you get an injury like that with nothing to show for it on the outside?
Yeah.
Even if it's a hard fall, would you not split open your head?
Yeah.
All very good-looking group. Handsome men and women.
So young, too. Mm-hmm. I'm glad when I was in my 20s I didn't go on any mountains. I was not a mountaineer.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have done well on the mountain.
Despite your bloodline, your Nordic...
No, we do not do that. It is, how would you say, not good.
I would like to see the film. It looks like there's a movie.
Oh, director of Die Hard 2 and Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. Yeah,
that would be kind of cool to see.
That would be. I haven't even heard of that.
John McClane shows up
Oh my
to
God.
try and save them.
Or no, even funnier is Sylvester Stallone from Cliffhanger. Remember in the beginning, the girl's trying to climb like the zip line?
I've never seen it.
Oh my God. And then they spoof it in Ace Ventura 2 and the raccoon is trying to get across.
Oh, okay.
And like the clip breaks and he loses the raccoon. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember Ace Ventura.
But do you remember that scene?
Yes.
That was taken from Cliffhanger.
Oh, that's
But it was a
funny.
human being that,
Oh, okay.
not a raccoon.
I'd never seen Cliffhanger. I did see that. What was it? Vertical Limit. Is that the one with Chris O'Donnell?
I don't think I've seen that movie.
God! Here we are talking about shit we don't know.
I remember being a kid and we had like family movie night where we'd go to the video store together as a family and rent a video, and it was like 5 for $5 or something.
Yeah, five movies for $5 for 5 nights.
Take me back to those days.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those are good times.
But anyways, one of those deals we got Alive. Have you ever seen that movie? That is not
I've never
a
seen
family
Alive.
film. It's based on a true story as well about a plane that crashes in the mountains and they literally just have to start eating each other.
Oh,
And
so
we watched,
that's a family movie.
and I literally have like a burned image from that movie in my head that I probably originally saw when I was like 8.
Jesus.
Yeah. 93. So yeah.
Who's in that? Who's in this movie? Is that Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, good call.
Look how fucking smart I am just looking.
And a very young Josh Hamilton.
Whoever the fuck that is.
Oh my God. It was a great movie. Like it was impactful, that's for damn sure.
Oh, I'll fucking have to watch that shit.
Yeah, just you?
I
Loser.
guess I'll include you this time.
Well, thanks for going on this journey with us.
Oh boy, yeah, we really appreciate it. Shall we do our quote?
Yes. Who are we doing still? Chris Tucker?
Christopher Tucker.
I feel like question of the day is leave in the comments your favorite childhood memory. Mine is video stores.
Yeah.
I miss a video store.
Mine was like snow days and playing like Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, yes.
When I should be like doing work or something. That was amazing.
Head on over to Catam Concoction and click on the playlist Let's Plays. It's John and his brother Rob doing Let's Plays, and they cover Donkey Kong Country, and it is one of my favorites. It is laughs nonstop.
Oh, you're too kind.
No, Catam Concoction, I'll put it in the show notes.
All right. Now let's listen to the wise musings of his Tuckeredness, Christopher Tucker. I couldn't imagine not having clean water. Oh, fair enough. Wise.
Yeah.
Someone thought that was good enough to put on a fucking brainy quote.
I want to
website.
know, is Brainy Quotes like Wikipedia where anyone can just like add to it?
Yeah.
Because like I worry for a person that thought that was worth putting in here.
I worry like someone out there has like that phrase like
Yeah, tattooed on them.
yeah, or like that's their fucking desktop, you know, or a framed picture. Oh, Chris Tucker. Yeah. It really makes you think about like the places that don't have clean water.
Just even this one, like
Walkerton, like Ontario.
yeah, this one. I
Yeah.
do a lot of traveling around the world.
Yeah.
All right.
No shit.
You got 2 quotes today.
2 quotes. A lot of traveling and worried about water.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna move on to John Wayne, I think, at some point.
I think that would be a good one. Yeah.
John Wayne. No, that's Forrest Gump. Okay, that's enough
All
of that.
Thank you, folks.
Have a lovely day. Drive home safe. Drink up, and bless your hearts.
Good day to you.
Bye.
You can check us out on YouTube at Catam Concoction.
That's CATAMCONCOCTION.
And on Instagram at cast_aghast.
Remember, there's a silent H. Okay.
Okay.
Shut up.
Their goal to reach the summit of Mount Otorton. Their goal to reach the summit of
There's no silent letters. Like, this should be easy.
Their goal.
Yeah, their goal. What's our goal? To get through this.
Thank you.
Vishke.
Their last stop of...
I'm sorry.
You
go ahead.
You can correct it with the accent, but you don't have to have like a long chuckle after everyone.
It's hard not to speak this way.
Their last stop before venturing deep into the wilderness. Oh, well, now that doesn't make sense because we talked through that whole thing, so we got to start over.
We have to start over.
On January 25th, 1959, the group departed by train from
These are hard words.
Yuri Doroshenko and Gregory Krivonish.
Yeah.
I hit my chin on the microphone.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry for getting upset with you.
You were an upset person. Of his tuckeredness, Christopher Tucker.